What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully, everyone's doing all right. Hopefully, everyone had some sales. Hopefully, everybody gets to listing. Looks like Thrill the Hunt is a listing, which is great news. Let's see, we have in the chat, Alicia Flores. How's it going? She's first like. Jibs, how you doing? Hey, John. Nevermore Antiques. Head over to his channel to give him a subscribe. Scott Lindsay, how you doing? So I want to talk to you guys today about returns. When I make the decision to do a return, and what do I do? How do I play it out? John is silent right now. Vicky, how's it going? To Mike, what's going on? Hey, Pamela. And as we go through returns and kind of what I think about, hey, Sean, I want to get your opinion. So what do you guys do? What do you guys do in terms of returns? How do you look at them? The different factors that go into returns. So we'll give it a minute for everyone to go in the chat. Tell you how my day's been going. Oh, John doesn't get returns. Hey, Joey, what's up? Today I've had 11 sold listings. 2 I'm still waiting on payment for. Actually, 3 of them. The case got opened up on 1, and 2 are still within the deadline, so we'll see. Hey, Eric. Hey, Jay. All right, so let's talk about returns. Okay. There's a couple different factors, and this is in no particular order because one or multiple can get in the way of a return. And I just sold a weird construction hat for 25 bucks. Here, I'll show you what it looks like before we get into it. Sorry to get sidetracked. But when I guys tell you weird hats sell, hats pay the bills, I want to show you what it looks like. Just because. Dakota Jameson, have you ever purchased Sony speakers? No, I have not. This will refresh here. All right, so here's the hat. Remember I bought it? I think I got it from the bins. I said, I don't know if it's going to sell at some weird construction company. Yeah, that's a good sound. All right, here it is. So that's the hat. You guys remember that hat? That was just a weird mesh hat, M&M pump supply. Someone actually went in and purchased it, and it was $24.99. So don't give up on hats if it doesn't look like a logo that you recognize, and it looks nice and it looks, sewn and professional, and you can get it for cheap, 2 or under. Pick it up. It doesn't hurt. Vicky says, if I ever do take a return, I take the item back and refund and move on. Yes. Rarely will I do partials. Very rare. If one of the items is missing and it's not a high-priced item, or one of the items broken, let's say it's a set of 2. For example, someone bought WWE figurines for me, claimed half were broken, and this kind of came into play is with money, right? Whenever money comes into play, that changes your decision. So he basically came in and said, hey, half are broken. This was on Amazon. I'm okay with partial. And I would have lost money if I took that return. So I ate it, and I gave him $8 back. But I had one today, and this is kind of what spurred my what do we do with returns. So this guy bought a CD player for me, and this is where the money came into play. It was a kind of a wide CD player. It had 2 speakers on the outside, and it was, it was like that big. Not too bad. So I got it for $6. Shipping, of course, someone bought it from the West Coast. It went to Washington. It was $12 shipping, 12 something, right? So he claimed it didn't work. And then he became a little weird in the messages. He wasn't threatening. It was just like he was inconvenienced. Normally, I would take the return. So it was a $50 sale. After shipping and after fees, I was probably up, after buy price, I was up 26 bucks. So I said, okay, if I'm going to take it back, I'm going to eat another $13. And then max price, if I sell it again, I'm going to eat another $13 to ship it out. I'm going to break even. So it's not, I mean, it's been for the work that I would have to get it tested, worry about getting it back, worry about refunding it. I just said, screw it. I got the message back. He said he'd work with me and ship it back. And I said, I don't want to deal with him. B, I'm going to lose money if I resell it, and I'm going to pay for shipping 2 ways, right? even if I had someone pay for shipping on the way out, I would still be above my sale price that it would probably sell for. I'd be in the hole another 12 bucks, 13 bucks, and I said, get rid of it. So I just refunded. It was a $50 refund. Got my eBay fees back, got all my PayPal fees back minus 30 cents. So every time you do a refund, PayPal keeps their 30 cents. Keep that in mind when you're doing your numbers on your spreadsheets. Keep that PayPal number if you're using my spreadsheet. The PayPal number will, once you delete the sell price, it will keep 30 cents there. So I keep that in there to calculate my total fees. You thought that was your cha-ching. So here, I'm going to read you the message. So, okay, shipping return fees. So when you take the return, assume you're going to sell it again, right? Now, if it's busted, that's another thing you got to play into effect, right? If I'm going to get the item back, it's going to be unsellable. Can you sell it for parts? If you can sell it for parts, take it back and recoup your money. But the weight of the item will come into play. Do the math on the product. Do the math on your return fee as well as another outgoing shipping fee. Are you going to be able to make money or break even? If you can at least break even and you want to put the work in, do it. Sean, it says it sucks. What do you do? Yeah. So I said, you know what? It's 50 bucks. $50 is kind of the threshold where I say refund and move on. But I'm going to read the message here. For the way he was acting, and it was a CD player and it could have been busted during shipping, I said, I'm going to sell a lot of products today to make up for it, to make it for that 50 bucks. Well, after I refunded it, I sold 3 polo shirts for $25 a piece. So I easily made up my money. If you get hung up on returns, just think about that money wasn't yours to begin with. And I only lost $6 because the product only cost me $6. I've already made my money on that lot. Don't get hung up on it. Sell more to make money. Sell more and you're going to get more back. What's your money in the first place? Just think of it that way. So let's see. I missed a question here. Dakota says, what type of items do you get on liquidation? If I had to rank them in order, I'd say electronics is number 1. Subcategories, headphones. Be careful of headphones. Second category would be tools. Third category would be housewares. And I've only done a few housewares. So when I say housewares, I lightly do housewares. Eric says, I get my items back on eBay, but Amazon, who knows where it goes? It goes to liquidation.com. They dispose of it for you. So yeah. It's all right. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm reading the message the guy wrote me. It was just like, dude, with the first message he sent me, he goes, I bought it from you because you're 100% feedback. I figured our transaction would go smoothly, but it's broken. So he or she was little Fruit Loops. Where is it? I can't find it. See, I've already had a ton of counter offers today, so I'm okay with it. Get rid of it. And I think I won't be able to find it. Crap. People are lowballing me left and right. Refund, return request. That was me. Oh, man, I'm not going to find it. Wish I could. Anyways. All right. Enough of this. I probably should pull it up before we got started. But it was basically like, hey, since you were cordial with me, I'm going to send it back to you. And I'm like, this guy's crazy. So get rid of it. Send him his money back. Keep the item. Throw it away. Do whatever you want. Keep it if it works. Whatever. You can request pictures. If it's a broken item that they said something broke off or something like that, ask for pictures. You can get pictures on the return and use that for your advantage. Ask for messages back. What is broken? A lot of times they'll say, hey, I opened the item, or hey, I dropped it, or I washed it. Anything in the messages will help you if you do get to the point of a case. You are trying to take stuff back. So let's see. What I missed some here. Joey sold a coat the other day. Was really hoping it was going to sell local. No, went to California, 17 shipping. Yeah, that's my luck. A lot of my heavy stuff, a lot of my VCRs, they end up going to Washington, California. Just my luck. Hey, Tiffany, what's going on? Mike says, I try to keep my items price versus shipping cost ratio at a comfortable enough level to have them return the item. That is why I part some of them out. Nothing like a buyer having you buy the nads. So that's the other thing, right? Will you be able to recoup your cost? And can you part it out? That's another thing, right? Can you get the item back and part it out? For example, expensive controllers. Liquidation.com, I will buy the Xbox One Elite controllers. Those sell broken. So if you sell those types of items, assuming they work, and you tested them, or let's say you test them, they work correct 100%, they get it, it claims it doesn't work, They switch it out and you can't prove it. Resell it as broken. Get those types of returns. Most likely expensive items or expensive electronics will have a resale value that's broken. So keep that in mind. Take the return and move on. Most likely eBay is going to side with the buyer if they selected the correct message and you didn't have serial numbers. Take serial numbers in your pictures. That's assuming you did everything right. Use the messages to your advantage. Part the product out. Do the math on your product. That's the main thing. Nevermore says it. If I'm going to refund for a $50 item, I just ask for the person to cut the cord and send me photos. Yeah, that's the other thing, right? I tend to not do partials. If the item is broken or something's broken on it and I can get it back at a reasonable cost, I will say, okay, I'll take a return. If you don't want it, just send it back. Like that one bag I had, the guy said, as you listed as gray or black, it's really gray. Well, I can take that back. It was only $6 to get it back. I'm going to mark it up $6 and hopefully it sells. So, yeah, when you cut the cord on it, just make sure that that you make the right decision, right? The right business decision for you. I hate fretting over returns. I hate calling eBay. I hate messaging the buyers, even though I probably shouldn't hate it. It's part of doing business, but I just like to move on most of the time, but I won't do partials. I'll just have them send it back if it's cost effective. Trill the Hunt. Got a weird message on eBay today about a Cleveland Browns hat I've listed asking me to sign a position about bringing back the dog pound. Back the dog and you buy my hat. What? That's strange. I'm waiting for the day for Chris to have a Roll Tide jersey. Maybe tomorrow, Tiffany. I have a sweatshirt. I keep forgetting to put it up there. All right, Tiffany, tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. How's that? Please explain further on proving cut the cord. Yeah, John, what do you mean cut the cord? Eric says, or John says, if I have a person that's claiming that item is broken, I let my customer know and I will issue them a refund once I know the item is disabled. Okay, so if they're doing that, I would make sure they include the serial number, assuming you have that in your listing. If they can prove it's that exact same item, move on, right? Show them pictures and get them to give it back to you. Or get pictures that can prove it's the same item. So for example, it happened to me 3 times so far. I've bought an electronics off eBay, and I'm gonna use this as an example. This wasn't it, but it was one of my cassette recorders that I'm flipping to Amazon. Well, I get them. Either the person didn't test it, the timer doesn't work, the ticking timer, that doesn't work, it doesn't record, it doesn't power on after I do everything. So they've cut the cord on me. They've just issued me the refund, and that was it. Now, I feel kind of bad when they do that because it's a $3 ship cost. People can flip those, take them back. It's a $3 ship cost. They can get the item back for $3, sell it as parts not used. You can get $20 for a broken cassette recorder. So they can at least make some money back, but they're cutting the cord on me. I don't mind sending it back. It's kind of disappointing when you get something broken, but I understand stuff happens. So I think I have 3 cut the cords. They just refunded me. Didn't even ask me anything. But as a buyer, I try to do the due diligence and say, what would they expect if someone were to write me? I expect them to say, I tried multiple batteries. I tried multiple cassette tapes. Here's a picture. Here it's busted, doesn't close. If it's something that didn't work, I send a picture and say, here's the serial number of the item that you sent me. So I try to be fair and I try to give them without them asking. Let's see. Chris needs to burn the Razorback shirt. Is that why they're losing, Charlotte? Because I haven't sold it? Didn't respond. Eric, Thrill the Hunt didn't respond. eBay should copy Poshmark, and once the sale is done, it's final. No returns, no 30-day, no 60-day nonsense. Someone keeps pinging me. Oh, I bet it's best offer. Someone's best offer me $10 and $12 on a $20 item. We'll rebuttal that. Don't do it. Joey says, I always take pics and list serial numbers. Yes, if you're doing electronics, list serial numbers. Clothing, always list the tag. I always put the tag in there. Show the size of it. But yeah, so I would, so just based, I mean, what are the things that we're missing about returns? Mainly for me, it's money cost. If the buyer is absolutely crazy and I'm going to lose a couple dollars on the sale, and I feel like they're going to give me a negative, it'll depend on what the item is, but sometimes I'll just cut it. If it's something where the buyer says it didn't fit, wrong color, or I screwed up, I'll pay for the shipping. I'll just buy the label and ship it back. No, they're losing because their heads are firmly up there. You know what? But yeah, I mean, the main point I just wanted to tell you guys is I was walking into my day job today and I said, I don't want to deal with this guy anymore. So I just returned it. I tried to not get down about it, but I just moved on. Refunded and moved on. All right. So enough about returns. You guys keep the returns chat going. If you guys want to talk about it, love to hear your comments. Comment down below if you're watching after the fact. But I'll show you what about today. When I showed a picture on Instagram, I ended up finding another bat. Now, I tend to not look these up. If it's this brand, I will pick it up. Just for bats, I will check, make sure it's not dented in the barrel, and make sure the grip is fairly decent. This one's pretty awesome. And also, you'll see a lot about the bat on the, I don't know, what's the head of the tail? Is that the head? Is that the head? Barrel? I don't know. Bottom of the barrel, you'll see a lot of times the weight, the ounces, the length. Check down there. Check the barrel and check the head of it, right? Make sure it's not dented. But if you can find Demarini, I've sold one. I bought this for $3. I sold one before that I bought for $3. I sold for $45. If you are buying bats, golf clubs, long things like this, get the free tubes on USPS.com. They are the triangle tubes. They are free, priority shipping boxes. Order them early. But this one's awesome. So I have not looked up comps on this one. This was $3. Hey, Pac-Man, what's going on? I picked this one up. This is another one, $3. This is probably a $20 to $30 flip. I'm not sure this one. So I'll make some money on this one, but double check your bats. I tend to not look at Easton. Someone proved me wrong on Easton. I have not comped them, but I've heard of just these brands. I think I've heard of this brand on the Scott the Bearded Pickers channel. So that's where I picked that one up. What else did I get? Okay, I got one of these, and I tend to like these. Greg Norman I like. I sold a Greg Norman today without a logo. There was strictly Greg Norman. I took a best offer, $15, wanted to get rid of it. Trying to get more, I did best offer. He gave me 15. I countered at 19. He came back at 15.05. 5 cents, he countered me back. I'm like, no one's probably going to buy this shirt anyway. There's nothing on it. I just took it. Paid $15. I'll make $5, $6 on it, which I'm okay with. Get rid of it. You know how many polo shirts I have back there now? I'm going to get rid of them. Long story short, I bought another Greg Norman. Hey, Scott, what's up? I think this one's women's, the way the cut is, and it's a weird Greg Norman logo. I've not seen that script there, but this is a size medium, and the way that the zipper is, and I think the cut, it has that indented cut. A lot of times the indented cuts on the polos and the sportswears are the women's shirts. So I looked this up, a women's pullover, and what's cool about it, great condition. It's a Grand Hotel. I have no idea what this is. I like looking this stuff up. This will drive your value. So I put this up for $29. We'll give it a shot. I paid $5 for it. Already got that listed. Pick this up. This sells anywhere between 20 and 50. I did test this. I bought it for $2.99. I said I'll take the chance. I didn't really look it up. I looked up really fast and I saw it sold recently for 20. I picked it up. Pac-Man, does Greg Norman sell well for you? Yes, it does. I mean, I say sell well. I sell a couple a week, depending. Mostly, I will sell the logoed ones with sports and all that, or different golf courses. I'll sell a little less of just the plain without even the Greg Norman here, just plain. But depending on my buy price, I will pick them up. But they do sell pretty well for me. I know someone else said it's pretty slow for them. Sean picked up an Easton bat today for $2. Got it listed for $69. Okay, so I need to look up Easton as well. Tiffany, yes, I do Amazon. Good question. I did list or sell a micro cassette recorder on Amazon today. Buy price of $24. Flipped on Amazon for $65. So good flip. Outdoor Girl. Outdoor Girl, was it you that messaged me? Yeah, if you want to, you can put in the chat if you wanted to. You messaged me. Sorry, I got super busy during the day today on non-reselling stuff, which kind of sucks. Big guy, I know this has been talked about, but how can you get a Sharpie off electronics? Goo Gone, Rubbing alcohol. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Tiffany, that's a women's. Yes. So thank you for confirming. I was kind of sure, but I wasn't too sure. Goo Gone, rubbing alcohol, maybe hairspray, but definitely Goo Gone. Try that. Anyone else in the chat? Let Big Guy know. Tiffany, don't be scared of the charges. If you have any questions on specific items that you're looking to do, reach out. We'll help you out. Post in the Facebook group. But yeah, don't get bogged down by the charges. A lot of times, just do it, and you'll figure out as you go. But start out. Pro account's $40. If you don't have a pro account, you'll get charged $1 an item, but that's okay for learning. Try it. Understand the fees. Tiffany, yeah, shoot me someone on Facebook. You can message me. I have a bunch of people messaging me either in the Facebook group at Liquidation OH, or just shoot me a Facebook message. I'll talk to you guys throughout the day. Russell Athletic. I do really well. I find a lot of these Ohio University shirts. I'm putting this one up at 26. I usually sell them for about 20, but this does pretty well. If you can find Russell, the dry power ones, I've even sold the Russell Athletic without the logo on them, and I sell those for about 17, 18, 20, depends. And Amazon's great. I just need to do a little better at merchant fulfill. I track just like an eBay sale on my Excel spreadsheet. But if you set it up and you do FBA as well, you get emails when they ship your item. I like to keep track of when I get that email. I keep track of my solds. They keep track of for you on the website, but I like seeing my total profit, eBay and Amazon together in my spreadsheet. That's the only thing. I guess Inventory Lab would help with that, but I haven't dabbled in Inventory Lab yet. Charlotte, I found a Greg Norman polo and went to list it and was gone. My son took it. Yeah, I do like their shirts. They're like Under Armours. They're the polyester wicking kind. So if I find nice ones, I will wear them until they sell. But Outdoor Girl has a Russell tracksuit. Nice. I'd take a sticker over marker. Oh, yeah. Markers. I hate when they marker. Or staple. All right. So I didn't know that these existed. Peter Millar makes shorts, and I should have guessed that they did, but I found these. There's a white pair that I found that was stained, and I didn't want to do the work, and I left them there. But these are awesome. These are pink. Scott, I'd love to hear about your Inventory Lab, how you sign up, how it works. So let me know how it goes, or let the group know. That's awesome. Now my items are listed. Now my items to list are in a tote with a lid. There you go. All right, so I got these. These are awesome. Pink, flat front, Peter Millar pants. I think I listed them for $30. No, nothing wrong with them. Check the zipper and the clasp. Otherwise, these are pristine. Peter Millar, size 38. Got those listed. Found this. I've heard Swingman does well. Ooh, you hit them, Charlotte. Swingman, I heard, does well. But this is a youth jersey. It is LeBron James, and it is Adidas. I like the color of the Cavs one, but you can see. So it says medium there. If the size of it doesn't give it away, if you guys are into buying jerseys, if you look at the bottom here, it says Swingman on it, but it does not say youth on it. If you're ever skeptical of size of jerseys, just like this, I picked that up today. This one actually, I think in the back tag, said youth. This one did not. So just to be sure, nice, Joey got a sale. Wrong team, says Big Guy. Look at the tag. A lot of times, I'm sure most of you know this, but sorry, the tag there. See how it says medium 10 to 12? If you see those numbers in the parentheses next to the size, that is a youth jersey. So just be wary. Obviously, I could probably squeeze into a regular adult medium, but I'm not squeezing into that. That's a youth, so that gave it away. Plus, it was in the kids' rack. So I'm listing this for $29. We'll see. Best offer. All right, last thing. Yeah, Tiffany. Yeah, he is a little. He's my clone, my mini clone or mini me, as you said. I had him on a video over Christmas. I got to get him back on. Last thing I picked up, guys, and I only picked this up just because it was triple extra large tall, 3XLT. There is no logo on it, but I looked up with the size, You can see XLT. I will now. This is where I break my rule. I will pick up extra large, very large clothing if there's no logo on it. So I will break that rule. It does have nice, as well as I break it a little bit some other ways. But there's my sewn-on Reebok on the arm, which is cool. But otherwise, no stains, nothing. That's it, just plain. So the bigger sizes, I looked up big sizes, and you see, what's it called? You see they sell pretty well. So the large sweaters at the bins, I found large cashmere sweaters, pick them up. I sold one for 25, one for 40. They are hard to come by, at least for me. I can't find them that much, but they do sell. That's why I like picking up larges and extra larges over mediums and smalls. But the Peter Millar small polo shirts tend to do well for me. I don't know why. I sold another one today for 25. So I did hold out for that one. Had one bought and wanted to cancel right after. Said too small. Oh, that sucks. When they buy and then cancel my order. I was like, go ahead. Yeah, I think they have what, an hour? Seller has an hour. Our buyer has an hour to cancel, right? Before, unless you do. So if they wait longer, I think it's an hour. So that's what I bought today, guys. Moral of the story, again, don't worry about returns. Take them, move on, sell some stuff. If you're selling between $50 and $100 a day, and I'm saying profit, it's not going to hurt you too bad. And it'll only hurt right here, not in your wallet. So just sell more. Big guy, someone correct, do a restocking charge. You can charge for shipping if you offer free returns. But I'm about 99, 95% sure on that. You cannot do restocking. You can do a partial refund on if your item's listed free returns. That's if it comes back differently. But then I've never done that. I just refund and move on. If I get my item back and it's in the same condition I got it, usually I've never partial refunded. I've never kept my shipping charge back. I'll just, cost of doing business, write it off. So in that spreadsheet, I add my return shipping in just because it's going to be in your eBay fees anyway, but I like keeping track of double fees. Sold an item on best offer this morning. It's still not paid. I have two or three of those right now. So sucks, but best offer, I've had a lot more luck with best offer. So, all right, everybody, that's all I had today. Hopefully I can help you out with returns. Hopefully they don't kill you too bad, but refund, move on. Have a great night. Get some more listings up today. Get some more sales, and we will talk to you later. See ya.